morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Akal. The top stories first. Massive fire burns 120 houses in Baque. At least 3 persons injured in the fire. Congress leader Ramchandra Paudel warns of no confidence motion against the government, claims the main opposition party will lead the new government. The government confirms 128 new cases of coronavirus. Number of active cases drops to 1,613. Infection in India hit in 6 months high. Country braces for COVID-19 curbs. And Real Madrid and Liverpool both win their league matches before their crunch clash in the Champions League, prepare for a repeat of the 2018 final. And now the news in detail. A massive fire in Narayanpur of Baque has damaged more than 120 houses. The fire occurred at Ward number 4 of Khodawa village in Narayanpur, rural municipality of Baque yesterday. Authorities said that strong wind posed problems in controlling the fire. However, the fire has been brought under control using fire engines from Nepalganj sub-metropolitan city. The fire has reportedly injured 3 persons. All 3 injured have been admitted to the hospital. Meanwhile, another fire that broke out in Bamekhola area, Birendranagar in Surkhet, has spread to Kakre, Bihar protected area. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has challenged the concerned party to withdraw support for the government. Addressing 165 strategically important road inauguration program in Balwatar on Saturday, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has challenged the withdrawal of support to his government. Stating that various people are asking for his resignation every day, he said that he will resign after the withdrawal of support. Stating that the government has done very good and far-reaching work during its 3-year tenure, he claimed that those who do not want to see the country moving at this pace of development have opposed the government. He also stressed on the need to go for fresh mandate to make the parliament run according to the needs of the people and not for personal interests. Prime Minister Oli has also claimed that those who want to bring fascism are now inciting the people against democracy, stating that a budget of rupees 57.10 billion has been managed to complete 165 road construction multi-year projects across the country in 3 years. Prime Minister Oli expressed confidence that the construction work would be completed on time. Detailed project reports, DPRs and environmental studies, however, of most of these roads to be built under the multi-year contracts have not been prepared. Senior leader of Nepali Congress, Ramchandra Paudel, has warned that the opposition parties will file a no-confidence motion in Parliament if Prime Minister KP Oli does not resign from his post. Speaking at a function organized in the capital yesterday, Paudel said that democracy will be in grave danger if Prime Minister Oli is not removed from power. He said that the opposition parties will file no confidence motion to protect democracy and check the authoritarian rule of Prime Minister Oli. Paudel further claimed that the Central Committee of Nepali Congress has already decided to back a new Prime Minister and therefore urged Oli to either step down or face action. He also said that the Nepali Congress will lead the new government and added that the party is open for talks with other parties to form coalition government. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 128 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 277,768, while the number of active cases has slightly dropped to 1,613. According to Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 273,760 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. The death toll from coronavirus has increased to 3,032 following the death of one more patient yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 51 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 31.38 million confirmed cases, followed by Brazil with over 12.95 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 131.34 million people across the world and claimed 2.85 million lives. And now the news from the economic front. The hotels in the country, one of the hardest hit due to the coronavirus pandemic, are facing cumulative losses of rupees 1.8 billion per day, according to a local newspaper. This was revealed during the 47th annual general meeting of Hotel Association Nepal that was held yesterday. As most star-rated hotels are still partially closed and some have even shut operations, the hotel industry is struggling to recover even as economic activities in the country have resumed. According to Sri Janata, president of Han, investment in the hotel industry currently stands at around rupees 150 billion, with nearly rupees 30 billion in bank loans. She opined that the government should therefore prioritize domestic tourism for rejuvenation of the economy. As the trend of traveling in Nepal has increased and domestic tourists are more willing to travel to local destinations, the government has to realize the importance of domestic tourism, she added. Addressing the AGM, Tourism Minister Bhanubhakta Dhakal said that the budget ceiling set in current fiscal year would not suffice for the upcoming fiscal year. Due to the pandemic, the tourism industry is facing additional challenges to recover and thus the budget ceiling should be increased, he said. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. India's biggest cities braced for stricter lockdowns and other COVID-19 curbs as infections hit a 6-month high. According to Reuters, a month-long surge continued in the country, which is third worst hit by the pandemic. India's richest state, Maharashtra, accounted for more than half of the 89,129 new cases reported by the National Health Ministry on Saturday, with a record 47,827 infections. The state's chief minister warned citizens of a lockdown if cases continue to rise at their current rate. In the southern state of Karnataka, home to India's tech capital Bengaluru, authorities ordered gyms to be closed, barred functions at religious places, and told cinema halls, bars, pubs, and restaurants to limit the number of people allowed in. India's capital, New Delhi, recorded more than 3,500 cases, its highest this year, but its chief minister ruled out another lockdown for now. Daily coronavirus cases have surged from around 15,000 in early March to 88,000 or so at the start of April. The South Asian nation recorded 89,129 new infections and 714 deaths, the ministry said. That was the biggest daily rise since September 20 and the most deaths since October 21st, according to a Reuters tally. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Karim Benzema continued his rich scoring form as Real Madrid warmed up for Tuesday's Champions League fixture against Liverpool with victory over Eibar in the Spanish La Liga. The Frenchman recorded his 24th goal of the season with a firm header from 8 yards in the 73rd minute. Marco Asensio scored the opener when he slotted in from midfielder Casemiro. The win moves Real to within 3 points of leaders Atletico Madrid, who are at Sevilla on Sunday. Liverpool thrust themselves firmly back into the battle for a place in the Premier League's top 4 as they outclassed abject Arsenal 3-0 at Emirates Stadium. Earlier in the day, opened the door for Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp's men burst straight in style with a victory that leaves them in fifth, only 2 points behind Thomas Tuchel's side. It took dominant Liverpool so long to make their superiority count, with the first goal of the game coming in the 64th minute mark when Diogo Jota headed Trent Alexander-Arnold's brilliant delivery past Arsenal goalkeeper Bernd Leno moments after he was replaced by Andy Robertson. The Portuguese recruit scored again for the Reds in the 82nd minute to seal the win. Real Madrid have won the Champions League trophy for a record 13 times and will go up against Liverpool, who they defeated in the 2018 final in Kiev. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Massive fire burns 120 houses in Baque. At least 3 persons injured in the fire. Congress leader Ramchandra Paudel warns of no confidence motion against the government, claims that the main opposition party will lead the new government. The government confirms 128 new cases of coronavirus. Number of active cases drops to 1,613. Infection in India hit in 6 months high. Country braces for COVID-19 curbs. And Real Madrid and Liverpool both win their league matches before their crunch clash in the Champions League, prepare for a repeat of the 2018 final. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.